I understand that you tell your wife whenever she asks about her favorite character, you say that person isn't going to die, but you don't really mean it. Is that true?
Well, I shouldn't really talk about that, but I have many characters, so killing a few, there's always more. I'm creating new characters. There's jobs, opportunities for actors and actresses. And I should say in my defense is that David and Dan have turned everything up to 11 from the books. They've killed many characters who are still alive in the books, so I'll only take some of the bloodthirsty blame here. I mean, in the last year, the books have sold in Mongolia, Iran, Vietnam. So I decided there was no escaping it. Iceland, we added Iceland, we have all of Scandinavia now, so I figured I might as well just bunker down in Santa Fe and withstand the storm, and I managed to survive it. I had more experience because I went through a smaller precursor storm 13 years ago when people were throwing the books into the fireplace and saying they would never read another word of mine again, and then we'd go out the next week and buy another copy of the book. I like that. Thankfully, no one, to my knowledge, threw their television set into the fireplace.
My question is, would you ever consider doing a prequel series, maybe one or two books, illustrating the fall of the Targaryens, the rise of Baratheon, that sort of stuff? The main thing is that Ned Stark will be back, and thus Sean Bean won't be dying in something, finally. So I think it's something the world kind of wants to see.
Well, first I have to finish The Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring. That's going to take me a while, and I have to write quickly here because David and Dan and these guys are catching up to me, and I can, the locomotive is coming down the tracks behind me, and I'm still laying the tracks, but they're not quite on top of me yet, but I can see the smoke in the next hill here, so I'm working on that. And what I'm going to write after that, would I write other stories set in Westeros, the world? Yeah, I might. I don't think, however, it would be a prequel about Robert's Rebellion. I mean, that material is being revealed through flashbacks and through revelations in the course of the present series. So by the time I'm finished these last two books, I think you'll know everything about that. You'll have known all the twists and turns and the betrayals, and the mysteries will be solved. So writing a book about that would just be kind of connecting the dots without any surprises. But I might go back earlier and write something about Aegon and his sisters, or the Mad, or Aegon the Unworthy, a true scumbag of a king with his 9 mistresses and so forth. So there's lots of material to write about if I want to do more in Westeros. I just don't think I'll do the immediate precursors. So I'm sorry about that, but no offense to Sean Bean. It is always sad to see Sean die. He's a brilliant actor, but he does die so well. Some of the actors don't want to know, and some of the actors do want to know. So when occasionally I visit the set and someone asks me, I'll tell them. But some of them really prefer not to know and to just read a script at a time. And of course, there is the factor that that things change. This is an adaptation process going on. So the books are the books, and the show is the show. And although I think the show is a very faithful adaptation, it's not identical. There are changes. So some of the actors finding out what happens in the books to their character doesn't necessarily mean the same thing is going to happen in the scripts to the character.